Do you have investment accounts on both sides of the border? Strategic planning can put extra dollars in your pocket. Joining us on today's coffee break is financial advisor Kale Wild to discuss. Okay,
Hi,
Kale,
Sybil.
welcome. And I just want to jump right into it. What are some investment considerations for a couple living in Canada whereby one partner is a US person?
So whether the U.S. person lived in the U.S. for a long time and has assets there, or just has dual citizenship, there are some interesting tax considerations for their investment portfolio. A simple one, they probably should not hold a TFSA or an RESP, but the spouse, the Canadian spouse with no U.S. ties really, that spouse could hold a TFSA and an RESP.
And what's the big reason for that, for not having those registered plans if you're a US person?
Yep. So the IRS doesn't view them as a legitimate retirement account, so they'll look through them and they'll tax them actually quite punitively. You could hold them. It's just the tax consequences make it not worthwhile.
Plus, the tax filing associated with it, I think, can get quite costly.
Exactly. Your accountant won't be a big fan of you, the extra work you're giving them in that situation.
So when a couple in that situation is looking to invest their money on both sides of the border because maybe they have some US related accounts like an IRA, a 401k, plus they may have a RSP or a non-registered account in Canada, what are some of the investment considerations?
Yep. So it's a big one we see. The U.S. person should not be holding any funds, whether mutual funds or ETFs, in their non-registered accounts. So it's really important to look at all your accounts together as an overall portfolio. Although they can't hold mutual funds or ETFs in their taxable account, they could hold them in their IRA or their RSP. The spouse with no U.S. ties could also hold them in any of their accounts. So it's important to view the overall picture as your investment account and place the investments in the account that's most suitable for that security type.
Well, Kale, I know we're just scratching the surface because when it comes to cross-border, it's quite complicated. There's a ton of different types of accounts. So what is your one big recommendation for people before they do anything? What should they do?
Talk to your planner, take the time to figure it out, and make sure you're structured in the right place, because tax plays a heavy role in it, and investment returns aren't worth a whole lot if you're paying too much tax on them.
And that puts more money in your pocket. Thank you, Kale. And viewers, if you enjoyed this and want to learn how to make smarter financial decisions, go to thewealthylife.com. And that's our coffee break. See you next time.